everyone, my name's Camille and welcome back to another video. As you can see by the title, I'm going to be using a TBR jar to pick out my books for this month. So I've never really set a TBR for myself because I'm more of a mood reader, but I thought this would be really fun. And so I put a bunch of prompts into this little jar here. They're really small, so I just decided not to cut them up. I'm just gonna close my eyes when I grab one. Don't worry, there's probably 30 in here. I just write really small. But yeah, anyways, I'll show you guys how I made that and then we'll pick our stuff. So I think I'm going to pick somewhere around 5 to 6 books because recently I've been reading about 7 books a month and I have a really busy month this month. I'm probably going to be listening to a lot of these on audio because I can listen to audiobooks while I'm working. And yeah, these are all going to be from my TBR cart, which I actually haven't shown you guys yet. I got one of those IKEA carts and put all my TBR books on it, and I moved all my books from my dad's, and now I have all of these here. I don't love the look of this, but you can fit more books on each shelf if you do that. So almost all the books that are on these shelves are red, and then I have my TBR cart over there. And I'll take you guys with me to get some books. So yeah, let's pick out some from this jar. So can't really fit my hand in there. I'm just gonna shake it up and take one out. So I actually did fold a few and then I realized that it would look like there's nothing in there, so I just left the rest of them open, but this one is folded. This says a book with a person on the cover. So I really don't like books that have real people, so these are probably going to be like the little animated character cartoony ones that are on romance books. Okay, next one is a book with a one-word title. I think that'll be pretty easy. I think I'm gonna pick 6. A book by a queer author. I don't know why I cut this like that, but that'll be pretty easy to find on my shelves. A book I've had for a long time. There's a few of those on there, so it'll be good to get to them. That's 4. We got 2 more. A book I bought over a year ago, so I'm really getting into the depths of the books that I've bought, which is really good because I've had some sitting on my shelves for so long that I haven't read. And last up, we have... Oh, they're connected. A book with a TV or movie adaptation. So now that we have all of these, it looks like a little claw. I'm gonna take you guys over to my TBR cart and let's go pick out some books. So here we are at my TBR cart. This used to be actually chocked full, but I did take some off because I'm actually getting through my physical TBR. So as you can see, there are books on either side. There's probably about 80 books on here, so I definitely need to get some of these read. So, first one I picked up is a book that has a movie/TV adaptation, so let's look through these. Okay, so there are definitely a few on this cart, like All the Bright Places and Looking for Alaska, but the one that I found is Room by Emma Donoghue. So I absolutely loved this movie. It was amazing. I'm pretty sure it made me cry. I probably read it 2 years ago, and I've always really wanted to read the book. And this one has these cool deckled edges, and I found it in a little free library, and it's in really good condition. So, oh, people put their names in it. That's cool. Maybe I'll put mine there. So let's see, this has 317 pages, so it's not too long. And yeah, I haven't really read a thriller in a while, and so I think this will be a great way to get me out of my thriller book slump because I kind of know what happens and I really enjoyed the story. Next up, we have a book by a queer author. So the two I'm thinking of are On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong and Darius the Great is Not Okay by Adib Karam. And I think I'm going to pick this one because it's available at my library, so I can have it as an audiobook, and it's been on my shelf for forever. Next up, we have a book with a person on the cover. For this one, I'm picking Set on You by Amy Leah. I know this cover is really cheesy, but apparently the main character is a plus-size woman, and I've been looking for books like that have really good representation, and I've heard good things, and I found this in a little free library, and it's like in great condition, and I'm really excited to read it. A book I've had for a long time. Gonna turn the card around. A book I've had for a long time is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I also found this in a little library, as well as Vengeful, which is amazing, once again in great condition. And Haley Jean just read this and she loved it, and that's making me want to read this. I am also currently reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I'm really enjoying it, so I think I'll also enjoy V.E. Schwab's writing in this. And yeah, I've had this book on my TBR for probably like a year and a half now, so I think that qualifies as being on there for a while. Next up, we have a book with a one-word title. One option is Choke by Chuck Palahniuk. Another is Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. We also have Stash by Laura Cathcart Robbins. And we have Sadie by Courtney Summers. So, a lot of options, but out of all of these, I think I'm gonna do Sadie because this is also available at my library, and I've heard that it's great on audio, and a friend of mine really recommended it, so I'm gonna choose this one. Last up, I have a book I bought over a year ago. There's a lot of these on here. Okay, a book I got definitely over a year ago is The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo, and as you can see, many awards for this book, and it's a poetry collection, so I'll be able to get through that really quickly. I think I'm going to annotate this one because I think that's good for poetry, and yeah, heard amazing things, and I've had this on my TBR forever, so yeah. Excited to get into this one. So here's our TBR. We've kind of got some color matching going on here. So we have probably like a YA fiction. This one is like a YA mystery. This is kind of like a superhero but realistic fiction. A romance, another romance that also has like a lot of political information, and a thriller. So I'm really happy about this collection of books, and I'll definitely be getting to them, and you'll see my opinions in the March wrap-up. So I hope you've had a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!